So that as he drives into me, he can't pass my guard, right? When he starts to back away, I'm hanging on his head so that he pulls me up, right? A lot of you guys are missing this head grab as they start to back away. I got to get that, right? And then I can make my way up. And then as he continues to run away, we can come to the top, right? But he's pulling me up, right? I'm not the one initiating the movement. He is, right? I'm just right here keeping this. And then when he backs away, I hang on his head, right? And as he continues up, we're here. And as he runs away, then I come up, right? Really try to feel that as you go, right? Let's grab a partner and we'll warm up with that. 3, 2, 1. Big thing I saw that we were talking about you were doing is you were starting here.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do when you're not picking your feet up right away, right?
Right.
You know, that was your biggest thing because they're picking their feet up, throwing them to the side, and then they're just coming out and passing together,
Yeah.
right? You know, so you don't know what to do here, so why are you playing here?
Right.
Right?
Well, even beyond that, though. Yeah, no, I
Right,
agree with
so
you there.
First and foremost, like I'm just gonna fall on my side. I'm gonna keep my knees and my elbows together, right? And then I'm just gonna connect.
God, you feel so freaking easy.
That's what time does.
Yeah, years.
For like a hot minute.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you notice, like I'm not reaching for him. In order for him to pass my guard, he has to come to me.
Which puts him in that position.
Right.
Got it.
Right? So the moment I fall on my side, I'm funneling him the direction I want him to go. Right? And so when he starts to come that way, I'm just waiting for him to connect to me, and that's giving me my connections to him.
Right.
Right? And then I'm just chilling. Right? Like as long as he's pushing into me, I'm just holding position. I'm just letting him wear himself out. Right? If you notice, like he was doing all kinds of work.
Spinning around, yeah.
What was I doing?
Nothing.
I was doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was keeping connection, and I was waiting for him, to start to make those moves away, right? And then I'm looking for those opportunities to connect to him. If I miss it, I'm just like, all right, and then I just wait for him to come back in, right? And I just wait for those options where I can hang on his head, get to his leg, and work my way up. But in the meantime, like I got to get really comfortable just being in my side guard and just controlling that. I can't let him turn my legs to the other side, right? Like this is the biggest thing that's going to happen to you. Right? So the biggest thing I do to stop that is I block that elbow. All right? As long as I'm pushing this elbow, he can't turn me to the other side.
Okay.
Right? Now I'm just waiting for him to bring his head close enough that I can get connection. Right? Now that I have this, he can't turn me, and I have this so he can't get chest to chest. Right? So now he's just doing all the work. And I'm waiting for my moment. Right?
Got it.
Chris starts passing to the outside, and I get my connections, and he's like, I don't like this. He can start making his way towards knee slices, right? So for the person on bottom, they're like, oh crap, now what are we gonna do? It's really simple, because if I'm in the right position and I'm on my side when I get here, he cannot deny me the underhook. If I'm on my back, he can, and he's gonna get the underhook and he's gonna smash me and pass, right? So this is where playing that perfect side guard, right? If I'm here, he steps in the middle and he starts to do this knee slice, and I'm like this, as he's coming in, I can get the underhook every time, right? Now I can come up, right? So it seems like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? This is the point of playing this side guard. If I understand this, every time they knee slice on me, they're giving me the underhook. They're giving me dogfight, all right? So I can make my way right to the top. Make sense? All right? So we're just gonna add this component. We're gonna do the same thing. Now, as he's coming around, at any point, if he sees that knee slice, he can hit it, right? If I'm on my side where I'm supposed to be, I can just kick him, come through, get my underhook, right? Now, see how he's sitting back? I don't want to come up when he's sitting back. I want his weight in his hands. Now I can come up, right? Again, the game is if I get him on both knees and he's like this, I win, right? Don't worry about what we do next yet. Let's just work on getting to here, because this is where I can start attacking him. It's hard to do any kind of attacks when he's standing, right? When he's up here, it's hard to finish anything. You know, I can attach to his legs, I can attach to other things, but it's going to be super hard for me to finish just about anything with him standing. When I get him to his butt or to his knees, it's going to be a lot easier to start attacking things, right? That's the purpose of the game. I got to break him down so I can attack him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Are we
No?
doing this as a drill again?
We're going to do the same thing we just did. Now they can knee slice as well, so you have to be ready for that, right? You know, so if you're not getting your hands in the right position, right, I want to be here. You know, so like if you go and see like Sean De Hibero, he's a legend in the jiu-jitsu world. He calls this position the diamond position. You know, so like this is a safe place for you in jiu-jitsu. You know, knees to elbows, in tight here. I'm reinforced and I can block and move, right? I'm blocking that elbow, blocking the head. He knee slices, I use that to get my underhook, right? If I'm in the proper position, it's there every time.
So when I'm coming through, I'm sorry. So when I'm coming through, trying to fight for this, you're just bumping forward and getting under?
Yeah, and just kick up,
Okay.
right? Right? Does that make sense? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. So Chris has me in his Z guard. Alright, so we're pointing in here. And the reason we started all of our top attacks from here is because this is the most common guard in no-gi jiu-jitsu, the Z guard. This is a guard you can almost always force to get into, and it's a position that most people are comfortable falling into. You know, they feel safe with this knee in your chest. You know, so before we were working on that flip over to the inverted front headlock, all of that is dependent on me being able to pull his head down. You know, so if he's playing really tight to me and he's playing this way like he's trying to get under my leg or something, then I can pull his head in and I can hit that roll over and I can, you know, get my connection and start attacking from here. Alright? So that's where all of that was coming in. But now when I get here, you know, maybe I'm trying to set that up. I even pen his arm like I did before. I'm trying to pull his head down, but he keeps popping out of that and he's opening this space up. Right? When he opens this space up, I'm gonna now fill that space and I'm gonna fill it with my knee. All right, I'm bringing this in. What's gonna happen now is gonna be dependent on him. Right now, he's not pushing into me, and some people don't. They just stay connected with their frame here and they don't push. If they don't push, I'm coming under and getting a scoop grip and I'm pulling this out so that I can make my way through. Now I'm taking my knee and I'm cutting across his waist to pin his hip back to the mat, but I'm not gonna stop on top. I'm gonna come all the way around, right? So I come up, I come through, and I come to my side. Fall to my hip, and I pin his big toe next to my ear like I'm on the phone, all right? I grab his heel, connect here. I push his toes to the mat, lift his heel to the ceiling, and I push my hips forward for the knee bar, all right? So again, we're here, I'm looking for that rollover. He keeps posturing up. I bring this in. He's not pushing into me. I scoop grip, pull that back. All right, now my chest is clear to go through, so I bring my knee through. I like to frame here before my hand goes to the mat, just to keep him opened up so he doesn't have a look at my foot. If I don't do anything here, he can already start grabbing my foot and looking for toe holds. So I like to open him up, make that space and come through. Right? I land with that foot already in place, connect, and we finish that knee bar. Does that make sense? All right? Let's drill that for a few minutes and then we'll come back into the heel hook. 3, 2, 1.